All right, scholars, let me help you out with your homework. If you already finished with one question,
At this time, we will start releasing college prayer buses at 10, 11, and 12.
then you can
This is
just
the
skip
last call
around
for
the
our
video
buses.
to help you with whatever question you need help with. So number one says the angle measures of a triangle are shown in the diagram. What is the value of x? So I noticed that we have three angles of a triangle. And I know that when I add all the interior angles, it gives us 180 degrees. So when I'm adding 49 plus 74 plus 7x plus 8 should give us 180. Now I'm going to combine like terms. So I am going to combine all of my constants, numbers without a variable. So I'm going to bring down the 7x plus. Now when I add all of those numbers, it should give us, let's see, 131, and all of that should equals 180. Now from here, these are things that we've done before where we have to move the constant to the other side. So I need to do the inverse operation, which is minus 131 minus 131.
Make it so that we can see the answers from the device.
One. Okay. So now we have 7x equals 49. Do y'all hear that? That's scary. Okay, and then we're gonna divide by 7. X equals, well, 49 divided by 7 is 7. And that's your answer. Again, class, the most important thing is that whenever you add those three interior angles, it's gonna equal 180. Let's move on to number 2 now. Use the image below to answer the following question. Letter A says, name the angle that is supplementary to angle ABD. Supplementary means that I have to make a straight line. That's going to equal 180. So if I do ABD, so ABD, I have to find another angle that's going to make that straight line. So that angle is going to be DBC. So angle DBC. So using colors, this angle right here plus the yellow angle. There you go. Now letter B says find the value of x. Well, class, this is a supplementary angle which equals to 180. That means that 40 plus 80 plus 4x plus 10 will equals 180. So 40 plus 80 plus 4x plus 10 equals 180. So now I'm just going to combine like terms. So 40 with 80 and 10. So that equals to 4x plus, I believe that's 130 equals 180. Yeah. And then the last thing is to do the inverse operation because we need to move that 130 to the right side. So minus 130. So now we have 4x equals 50. And then the last thing is to divide by 4. So x equals 12.5. Now I'm going to erase my highlighters on the supplementary angle, so that way I can answer letter C. Letter C says, find the measures of EBC. Now you can just substitute the x, but what I recommend is just to do simple math, which is this. Look, I already have 40. I already have 80. So all of that is 120. But now I'm missing this angle right here. And remember, the whole thing is 180. So how much am I missing? 60. 60 degrees. Okay, let's move on to number 3. Number 3 says the sum of the measures of angle A and angle B is 90. So angle A plus angle B equals 90. Christian, parents are here. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Take care. Christian, can you leave the door open, please? So letter A says the measure of angle A is 20, and letter B says the measure of angle B is 2x minus 10. So let's do that. 20 plus 2x minus 10 equals 90. Now let me combine like terms. So I can combine the 20 and the minus 10. So now I have 2x. 20 minus 10, well, that's positive 10 equals 90. Hey, and same thing as number 1, number 2. I have to move that positive 10 to the right side by doing inverse operation, which is minus 10. So now I have 2x equals 80. And the last thing is to divide by 2. So x equals 40. And there you go. Okay, let's move on to number 4. Number 4 says, use the figure below to write an expression to represent the perimeter and area of the rectangle. So let's start off with area, because area, I feel like this is easy in rectangle. Area equals base times height. Now this one, I'm going to do, well, let me write it first. Area equals, what's the base? 3x minus 1. And I'm going to use parentheses because it goes together. And your height is 2. Again, this is your height. And this is your base. Now here, I'm going to rewrite this, right? I'm going to rewrite this. So that way we can remember how we used to do it. I'm going to put the 2 in the front. Remember how we did distributive property? 2 times the first term and then 2 times the second term. So area equals 2 times 3x is 6x, and 2 times negative 1 minus 2. And if we look at our answer choices, it would be letter B. Now let's do perimeter. Now for perimeter, I'm missing 2 sides. The left side, which is 2, and the top side, which is 3x minus 1. Now let's combine them all, because perimeter is the distance around the shape. So we have 2 plus 2, which is right here. And then we have plus 3x minus 1 plus 3x minus 1, which is the top and the bottom. Now let's combine like terms. So for example, I see that we have the 2, we have another positive 2, we have a minus 1 and a minus 1. I'm going to combine those because those don't have a variable. Those are your constants. So 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 minus 1 is 2. Now I'm going to combine my variables, which is positive 3x and positive 3x, which is positive 6x. Or in other words, 6x plus 2. And the last question, which is number 5. It says find the area, or what is the area of the triangle? So area equals base times height divided by 2. Now your base for the triangle is from this point on the left side all the way to the right side. So 4 plus 4 is 8. So this is your base. So area equals 8. And your height, well, is perpendicular to the base, which is another 8. So times 8 divided by 2. 8 times 8 is 64. Divided by 2 is 32 inches square.